Hello friends, in this video lecture we are going to discuss the introduction to the unit commitment. So let us begin. So till now the things that we have discussed from this chapter are optimum scheduling of the generation that we have discussed. Okay, so we have discussed this point, optimum generation scheduling. Okay, sometime it is also called as economic dispatch. Sometime it is also called as economic dispatch. Okay, so this problem, it is related to a single load level. It is related to just one particular load, related with one particular load level. Okay, what exactly we did here, whatever number of generators we have, let's say we have some n number of generators, and we have been given a particular load, a particular demand has been given to us, and what we did with the help of that equal incremental fuel cost, we have allocated the part of this demand to the available number of generators. We did that so that the total operating cost should get reduced. We did with that intention, okay, because we wanted to have the most economical operation. So for that reason we did allocated this load, that this demand, to available number of generator, and that allocation was done with the help of the criteria called equal incremental fuel cost. But here you see this load, this power demand, practically if you see, it is not fixed. Okay, so what is the problem here? I can say demand or load is not fixed, and also you see it is not in the hands of utilities which are dealing with the power system. For particularly for Maharashtra, let's say the distribution company, they don't have the control over this demand or the load. Moreover, I can say a power system engineer or a power system utility has no command whatsoever on this demand or this load. So it is changing instant to instant. It is completely dependent on the consumer. See, we can take an example of ourselves. As and when we need, we put our mobile phone on the charging. As and when we need, we turn on the electrical appliances which are there with us. Okay, we are turning on the fan, we are making the switches, lights on off. These are the simple load. Okay, we can take an example of big loads which are there in the industries. We don't know which industry is going to turn on what load or what machine at what time. Okay, and that too we cannot ask the consumer. If suppose if we are the power system engineer, we cannot ask our consumer to turn on or turn off the load in a specific time. Okay, now if we do that, that will not be a reliable system. So what is the this is the main problem here. So what happens here, if I take a certain duration, let's say we are dealing with 24 hours, 24 hours or one day. Okay, if you see in 24-hour or one day, if you take any particular area, for that particular area you can monitor the load. Okay, so what is done to overcome this problem is, what we do is we forecast the load. Okay, so what is done here in forecasting the load means based on the previous history, we predict the load level for different instances. Okay, so what we do is forecasting the load means we will get this data. That will be the demand here, power demand, and here it will be with respect to time. Okay, so for various time, we can get the various graph this way. I don't know what it will not look like the same because we know that demand is different for different instant. Let's say this is the forecasted demand we have. Okay, so what we do is based on this forecasted demand or forecasted load for particular time, let's say for this instant, now I know what is the demand. Okay, with the help of that forecasted load. So as we know that, so what we can do is being a power system utility or being a power system engineer, we can decide the order of the generator to be turned on to be brought in the system to supply this load. Okay, so what we can do is being a power system engineer, we can decide the order of units to be turned on to supply this load. Okay, again, if you look at this instant, definitely here if you see, it will be economical in this case to turn off some generators. Why? Because we can say that we can easily see that here demand is less, demand is reduced now. This will happen in the night time, okay, where most of the residential and commercial industrial load will not be there. At that time demand decreases, so in the night time it is better to turn off some generator. Okay, so again what we have to do is with respect to this changing load, we have to decide in advance, we have to decide that too in advance, that the order of units to be turned off. See here, we are deciding or we are planning the order in which we have to make the generator on or make the generator off. Okay, why we are doing so? Because we wanted to get the total operating cost to be the most economical. We are doing this. Okay, see what we can do is one possible way is that let's say we got some, suppose I got some 100 number of generators. Okay, for say for Maharashtra only, let's say we have the 100 number of generator. It will be better if we keep all those 100 generator on for all the time. It will be the one of the option, na? Because what will happen every time, whatever load will be there, these 100 generators, they are sufficient to supply that load. Let that load be very low or let that load be at the peak time. I'm not worry. Then in that case, we will not worry about the system operation. But if you see, if we go with this method, you have to pay more amount because when load is very low in the night time, unnecessary you are keeping your generators on only. Making your generator or keeping your generator on is not a so easy. You have to deal with so many things. You have to burn that much amount of coal, you have to maintain your boiler temperature, you have to maintain your turbine speed, all these things are involved. So doing all these things is not is not less expensive. Okay, it is very expensive. So it is always not advisable to keep all the generators on. So it is always advisable to decide the order in which the generators are to be make on and the order in which the generators are to be turned off or are to be shut down. Okay, so hence now for a particular time instant, For here, for this case, we are considering a 24-hour or 1 day example. So unit commitment is nothing but, it is nothing but deciding the order of unit to be turned on and the order of the unit to be turned off over a particular period of time, so as to have the most economical scheduling of the generator. Okay, so unit commitment, I can say it will be simply economic dispatch. It will be simply economic dispatch over a period of time. Over a period of time. Okay. See, earlier what we did, optimum generation scheduling, there we were concerned with only particular load level. But when we are dealing with a load for a period of time, and that too this period is not fixed, you can go with 1 hour, you can do this for 1 day, you can do this for 1 week, you can do this for 1 month, or you can do this for 1 year. Okay, it is up to you. So what exactly we are doing, in short, the bottom line regarding the unit commitment is simply you have to decide which generators are to be keep on and which generators are to be shut down at what instant. Okay, you can see in the name itself only it says unit commitment. So what is the meaning of commitment? What do you understand with commitment? Commitment is something giving promise to someone. Okay, so what we are doing under this unit commitment, we are promising, as a power system utility, we are promising that in a particular time period we will keep that unit committed or decommitted. Okay, let's suppose that in this forecasted load, suppose at this instant what we have found that uh, suppose we have some number of generators for this particular instant. Let me put this instant here. For this particular instant, I found that keeping these generators, I'm taking this arbitrarily, if you want to get the exact generator, you have to deal with the so many calculations. But for time being, let us suppose that this is the most economical combination of the generators. Okay, whatever load is there, if we take that load or if we allocate that load to these three generators, then that would result into the most economical operation. So what we are doing here is unit commitment means we are giving commitment regarding these three units, that these three units will be in on condition. One means on condition, and rest of all the units, rest all rest all generators will be in off condition. So on means commit, off means decommit. Okay, so we are committing this unit, commit, and here decommit. It is that simple. Okay, just unit commitment means giving commitment regarding the status of that unit. Will it be on or will it be off? Okay, and as simple, order in which is to be on and order in which is to be shut down. Okay, and this all being done with the variation in the load. Okay, okay, so with this we'll stop here. Thank you very much.